Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Check it out. Today we're going to finally review the DJI NEO. We are going to do a whole review series on the NEO. If you follow my channel, you may know that for some reason the NEO got lost in shipping my samples and it was delayed, but finally I'm getting to it. And before we get started, I want to let you guys know that I am raffling off a brand new NEO in the box that will be sent straight to you if you win that raffle. So make sure you check down the description for where you can get the DJI NEO and also how you can win your own. I also hear you can attach this to DJI goggles. So we're going to try to attach that, get out there, fly it like you would like a race drone with FPV goggles on, and really do an in-depth deep dive on the NEO in this series. Remember this little guy? I also do want to do a comparison flight side by side with the NEO and the X Hover drone. This is the older one, and they also have a new one I want to test and compare them as well. About a 4-video series, so make sure you subscribe and you don't miss the in-depth dive into the new DJI NEO. Let's get started. Okay, so these are samples from DJI, and they asked me not to unbox the Fly More combo only because this was the demo version. It was already used, and it's not going to have everything that you're going to get if you buy it from the store. Here's the 3 batteries. We have our multi-charger as usual. I'm not going to go too in depth in this because it may be different than what this demo version was, but multi-charger always awesome to have. Drone is tucked away nicely in here. DJI RC without the screen. So again, this was the demo version. Don't want to get too in depth because your package will vary as far as what you get in it. So you'll have to check their website down below and see exactly what comes in the Fly More combo. The drone only is what we're really going to unbox in depth here, and I can really get into this because this is going to be the finished product. So here we go. Let's just take it out of the box here. You can fly with just a phone, kind of like you can with the X Hover. You can fly it with a controller, and you can fly it with FPV goggles. So I'm really anxious because remember the DJI Avata 2 that I spent so much time with, and even the Avata, you can connect those to goggles and they're meant to be flown FPV drone flying style. So anyway, my first opening of this one here, and look at this bad boy. So we have sensors on the bottom, we have a battery. Let's immediately just take a look at what we get. A 7.3 volt battery, so it's a 2S, a high voltage 2S, 1435 mAh on these tiny little batteries. So that's how they kind of come out, just right on the bottom, a slide lock with the connectors right there. Really easy. And it's got these little feet right here and a little foot here. It looks like 2 of them are on the drone, one's on the battery. So these are the duct guards that you can pop off. Let's just pop off one of them here. So they have these wraparound snappers that come over. These off, yeah, so it looks like you want to get most of them off and then you can kind of pull the rest off. But this is a great option. You can take them off and you're going to get a little more flight time, a little bit more maneuverability if you want, if you're kind of getting better. Definitely if you're a beginner, leave these on. But this one with the phone only combo is just kind of meant to track you. You can fly it manually from the phone controls, and it should also have that function where it takes out the drone noise if you link it to either the DJI mic or your phone, or the mic to your phone. It will erase the sound of the drone and amplify your voice, and we're going to see how all that sounds in depth in this review series. Here are the little propellers. We just have basically 2 little cross screws there holding them in, just tiny little guys in there. There's the bottom of them, so this is all built in. You can't remove anything here except change your propellers. You can also change your motors. Star screws there to hold the motors in. Tiny little black motors. Here is going to be all of your flight modes right here on top. On the back, that's our power button to turn it off and on. We have no battery power right now because we have to charge it first. This is going to be our mode switching button and also our launch button. So quick taps to switch modes, press and hold to launch. And you can also change all the modes in the app. We're going to go through that in this video as well. Here is the camera. Nice looking camera. Let's take off that camera guard. That was really easy to take off. Just basically slide in and snap Very simple. Camera looks great. Looks like it's gonna be a decent camera. We're gonna see that video in the flight test for sure in a little bit. We've got cooling fins on the back. This is only a single axis. It's only going up and down. There's just gonna be stabilization with these little rubber grommets in here holding it in for some bumps and stuff. And then it's gonna have that electronic stabilization for the other axes. Let's get a good look at the sides here. So you can see these ducts. This is gonna kind of help it stabilize and also lock in the air and give it a little bit better flight time if it didn't have the ducts. Although it has these guards which kind of defeat that purpose because you're getting resistance here with these guards. Maybe if you were a modder and at your own risk you wanted to maybe cut this little loop off, get a little bit more airflow there, you might get a little more flight time and power and speed out of it. We have little ducts in here for cooling there on both sides. We have the NEO name on the left side if you're looking at it this way. Charge to activate the battery for the first time. They have a little sticker on it like usual. Micro USB-C port. There are no other ports on this thing, no other memory card slots. So that's what you get, what's internal. And I believe it was somewhere around 20 gigabytes of memory inside. So that's going to give you some pretty good lengthy 4K footage of flights. Really don't say anything on the box for how long it can last. Probably because it doesn't last very long. This is going to be a little selfie drone. I'm thinking probably around 10 minutes of flight time. And of course it depends on the wind and all that other stuff, how fast it's going. But we're gonna test that all out in our flight test, so stay tuned. Also gonna do a range test on this. So there might be actually like around 5 videos for this little NEO. We have to do a range test, right? Anyway, the only other thing in the box with the phone only combo is this other little box. We've got 2 spare propellers. And each propeller, guys, has its own 2 little screws, mini Phillips screwdriver, and a little USB-C cable. Let's see how long this thing is. Not very long, just about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet. So you're gonna be needing to plug this in either to a wall charger for your phone or some other wall charger or computer that has a USB-C port. Anyway, guys, that's it. There's really not too much to it. It's super simple, super easy. The sensors are supposed to look at your hand when you are ready to land it, and it's supposed to land in your hand. And that's probably why they have these little propeller guards on the bottom that are kind of built in that you can't remove. Because if you're landing on your hand, you don't want to get your fingers in here or anything, right? So I can see why they did that. Anyway, since that was such a quick unboxing, let's get over to the phone portion. Let me just put this back on, see how hard it is to get one of these propeller guards for the top back on. This might be a good test too when we do our initial flight test, to do one battery with them on and one battery with them off and see kind of the difference in flight time. Look at the flight log and see what that difference is. But very simple to put on. We're just basically snapping it in the same holes we kind of removed it from. And there's really no wrong way you can do this. You just push it in until it snaps and it kind of hooks in there. This is the battery multi-charger from the new DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro that I've been reviewing on the channel. I do have another raffle you can win for that new Pro camera as well down in the description. I'm gonna have 2 raffles running. The NEO is just starting by the time you see this video, and you could win both of them. But I just wanted to try to see if you can charge the NEO. If you do have one of the DJI Action cams, this would be a great idea. So let's just plug it in right here. I have 2 fully charged batteries in here. Let's see if we have to probably turn this on. So I'm just gonna tap it once. We've got our batteries lighting up. There we go. We have a little bit of light action from the NEO. Awesome. And there we go, guys. You can charge your NEO from your little DJI Action battery pack. And these are 1950 mAh batteries. So effectively, one of these batteries will have a little bit leftover charge after it charges the NEO. If I had 3 batteries in here, I would have 3 full charges. So I'm gonna let this thing charge up fully, guys, and then we'll install it on the phone, get the software running, and I'll show you exactly how all that works. Okay, guys, looks like we're all charged up. That took about, I wanna say, 25 minutes. So first things first, you're gonna need to download and install the DJI Fly app. QR code in the box or on the box. Download the newest Fly app. So let's open that up. If you do not have a DJI account, you're gonna need to log on to that account to actually get started and do updates and stuff. Let's go ahead and power up the Neo. Just this rear button here, we're just pressing once till we see some power here, and then pressing and holding until all the lights come up. We'll see what this guy does. When it turns on, we can see the camera just goes kind of down to level, really quick startup. Let's see what we can do in the app here. Right there on the Wi-Fi devices, this is gonna be Wi-Fi connection from your phone to the drone if you just have a phone. I wanna go ahead and just connect to the drone first. We can see how easy it is to connect. It's showing the nearby device, and we're just pressing on it to connect. Press and hold the power button on flight battery for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can get a connection here. There you go, connecting, and there it is right there, available networks. It basically opened up my Wi-Fi controls automatically on my phone. So I'm just gonna click on the DJI NEO. It needs to have a direct Wi-Fi connection. And so it's gonna disconnect you from your home Wi-Fi or whatever. Activate DJI device. Let's agree. Log in. So I'm just logging in to my existing DJI account, and it's going ahead and activating the device. So that was pretty easy. This is the point where you can buy the DJI Carry Fresh if you want. You get 2 replacements, free 2-way shipping, water damage is covered, and flyaway is covered as well. If you lose it, 48 hours to actually activate it. I'm gonna skip it and confirm. Okay, now this is the firmware that we're gonna go through real quick. New DJI firmware. So let's go ahead and install it. It optimizes positioning performance. That's great. If you're tracking yourself, you want that thing to be as solid as possible, and it fixed some known issues. 253.20 megabytes. So let's just go ahead and install and see how long it takes. It looked like it already had downloaded when I booted the app up, so it was downloading in the background. Now all it needs to do is install. Sometimes it's a little bit of a runaround to get these things updated. So this is a great video for you guys that are first starting out with drones. Maybe this is your first drone. Maybe you've had drones but not DJI, or maybe you've even had DJI and you've always had some weird hiccups with updating. This is for you to kind of walk you through it. So I'm seeing some blinking here. It looks like it's maybe blinking a yellow light with those power lights up there. You can see that, the yellow light's blinking. You're gonna have to be patient with these updates. I know I always say this, but it's really important just to kind of let the thing do what it needs to do. If you do turn it off at this time, you know, you might screw things up, or you're gonna have to start all over again. So really just wait until it tells you to do something, even if you're waiting for like a minute or 2 without anything happening. I am seeing that percent ticker going, so at least I know it is working and things are happening behind the scenes. We're at 92% and gradually going up here. Looks like we're almost done. Here we go. Looks like our Neo in the background there is restarting, and that should be completing the reboot and update process in just a few seconds here once it reconnects. There we go. Awesome. So it did actually reconnect to the Wi-Fi automatically on my phone, and everything is done. And you'll notice the aircraft just turned off too. And it says here, restart if device powers off automatically. So we know that's expected. We need to power this thing back on. So that was a great little tutorial on updating the Neo. Very similar to other DJI devices. It's just that this is Wi-Fi directly from the phone to the craft in this situation. But remember, we're going to be doing the controllers, the goggles, all that stuff. So stay tuned for the rest of the series. I'm seeing it pop up there. I'm just going to connect. Let's see how easy it is to connect if we've already connected. Do we have to do anything else? Again. There we go. Nice. So this is our main screen, guys. Awesome. Connection successful. Check that out. Now, this is a brand new app, never seen before from DJI, because This is specifically for this drone. So this is pretty cool, new territory here. You'll see up here, high altitude aircraft may be unable to, I think it says maintain altitude. Okay, so I have to be careful. So I have these issues with these small drones up here because I'm about 7,500 feet altitude, way up in the mountains up here in the southwest. And I've had that same problem with the Hover Air, the Hover X. That gave me the same warnings, but they do work. You just have to be kind of careful. It might not maneuver as fast. But here we go. Here's the cam. That's the real-time camera I'm seeing on the screen. Let's see what that latency is. That's a Wi-Fi latency there. So kind of same thing if you have a action camera and you link up to the Wi-Fi. Basically the same deal. Getting a little bit of lag there. Remember, we went through that update and it turned off and on a few times. So now we're down to 88. It looks like that's our flight time when we launch. What's left over, we have a Wi-Fi connection there. There's our high altitude warning, recording on and off. Record through your phone, or in my case, what I'm going to be doing also is using the DJI mic that I'm linking to my phone, and then I can record my voice on my mic while I'm doing reviews with the Neo. These are kind of like noisy little drones. They have a high pitch whine to them like a little mosquito. So we're going to see how that works when we do record videos with it, and we're going to see how that audio smoothing is that's built in. Over here we're clicking on this little voice box thing and we can do voice control, so you can tell it to launch, all that stuff. Let's check the settings, say these commands right here, and it will do it. We'll be testing all that out in the flight test. Cool. We can say lower, higher, closer, farther when it's following us. That's cool. Safety, stop, land, brake. So it might be wise to learn all of these commands before you fly and get yourself into some weird situations. All right, and camera settings. So this is something that is pretty fantastic for a small drone like this. The X Hover here that I did another review on, go ahead and check that out, guys. I did extensive review on this one as well. This one could only max out at 2.7K. I think these guys have a new one out, which I'm going to be comparing it also to the Neo. That one doesn't do 4K. The Neo does 4K 30. So right around what I was talking about, it's 22 gigabyte of available storage on the drone, non-expandable. Okay, so no memory card slot, nothing. So you're gonna have to transfer it to your phone or device, or connect it in your computer at home with that USB-C cable on the back and transfer your files out. Pretty awesome, man. So that's all of the camera settings there. Let's go into more settings. I know this is a lot of stuff, guys, but I just want to be thorough on this. Safety control and about. We can calibrate our IMU and our compass, kind of like other drones. Control, if you guys are where you have metric, you can change it to that. I'm in the US, so we got Imperial here. We got voice control settings. That kind of brings us back right where we were before into that. So a few different avenues to get to different things, which is great. You know, it's pretty in-depth for a little selfie drone. I'm liking it, digging it so far. So each thing is going to have, between manual and all these like selfie modes, it's going to have a different control scheme, right? So we take off from here, we're going to have a controller on the screen. But if you go into these little modes here, all you do is start. Instead of going over here to settings, if they had just like a settings button for each mode, that might be kind of cool. That's just something I'm seeing right now. Instead, you have to go into settings, and then you have to go into which item you want to change, and then you can go into that. It would be nice to have that shortcut, just like right here, a little settings icon for that mode that would shortcut us right to here. So DJI, if you can somehow do that, that'd be great. I didn't see this. This is a little, that's cool. It's a little camera moving button on the drone, a little virtual button, and you see that? So I'm moving it up and down, and it's actually moving the camera. So if you're, say, in manual mode, you can move it at least up and down. Let's try that manual control. Yeah, so it looks like it's in every mode. That's awesome. Hey there, that's our album. We can just click on it there. It goes into eco mode when you go into album to kind of save power. Check out all your photos in here. You can transfer them, delete them, anything you want to do. All we have to do now, guys, is we have to fly this thing. This video was just kind of the unboxing and the in-depth setup and getting everything updated and all that stuff. The next video, don't forget, is going to be the full-on flight test. So that's going to be exciting. I'm going to push this thing to the limit, see how fast it can track before it loses the subject, how good it is at tracking the subject, how good it is at withstanding winds and all that stuff. Don't forget, guys, this is also being raffled off, so you can win one of these phone versions. Don't forget to check where you can win that down in the description down below. I really hope you enjoyed this. A lot more to come with the Neo, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.